Good evening, our viewers. Thank you for watching Grace TV and thank you for choosing Business Insights as your favorite TV show. With me, your host, Pastor Herbert Luwama. In 2024, Uganda experienced a 6.4% increase in road crashes. Almost 25,000 cases were registered of road crashes. So, on average, Uganda loses 14 lives in road accidents. And in 2024, statistics shows that they registered more than 5,000 people that died in road accidents. Because of the road crashes, the number of casualties increased to 25,800, putting it to a 4.4% increase compared to 2023. Because of these statistics, there is a need to improve road safety measures in order to reduce the number of accidents and fatalities. Today on Business Insights, we are honored and privileged to host Prestige Driving School. Over the years, they have taught and produced drivers. Sir, you are most welcome. Greet our viewers and introduce yourself to them.
Good evening, our viewers. My name is Navasa Blessed Ricky. I'm the CRM working with Prestige Driving School. Thank you.
Before we can get into your job line as Prestige Driving School, how long have you been operating in Uganda?
Thank you. As Prestige Driving School, we started in 2003, and currently we have established presence all over the country. And as part of our vision and mission, we look at providing the safest driving training and education. We look at ensuring that our clients get better qualities in terms of training and education. Yes, sir.
Which directorate regulates the driving schools? Is it the traffic directorate in the Uganda Police Force or the Ministry of Works and Transport?
The operations we do as a driving school, they fall under both of them. For example, if it comes to the Directorate of Traffic, we cannot train a client who doesn't have a learner's permit or a permit. So in other words, we are following the rules and regulations for the traffic. When it comes to Ministry of Works, we look at processing. Do we have the license to ensure that we are running as a business? Yes.
The Directorate of Traffic gives you a learner's permit?
Not particularly a learner's permit. The operations we do as a driving school, we have to ensure that they are in line with the traffic rules and regulations. Yes.
Now take us through your job line. What do you do as Prestige Auto Holdings Limited?
Prestige Auto Holdings, we offer driving classes. We offer every solution that has to do with driving. I would say in 3 categories. Number one, we talk about the beginners courses. The beginners courses, we look at a person who...
So you have 3 courses?
Yes.
That you offer?
Yes.
As Prestige Driving School?
Yes. And every particular course is graded. Number one course we look at is the beginners course. The beginners course is basically a person who has never learned how to drive, a person who has never operated a running vehicle, a person who is green about driving. So we call this the fresher learners course, where we take you from level 1, we train you from the basics of driving a vehicle, from the basics of operating a vehicle, to the point that you're now a competent driver. More so, it is a process or a course where we can get you a permit as well. Okay? Then the second stage is the intermediate stage. So in the intermediate stage, we look at people who are already on the road, the people who are already having knowledge on driving. For example, one can be outside and they say, I know how to drive, but I don't have a permit. So we as Prestige Driving School, we help them process a permit. Secondly, under that is a person who says, I have my permit, but I would love to add another class that allows me to drive another means of transport. So in other words, we call that a class extension. We help you add a class to your permit. The other people we look at are the ones that have permits that have expired. We help them with the process of renewing the permit. Now, in the third stage, I call it the advanced stage.
The advanced stage.
Yes. Different from the first stage and second stage is that this stage looks at now the bigger aspect of driving. We have courses like defensive driving, which looks at if I'm an individual driving and I notice there's going to be an accident, what do I do? What do I do so that I can prevent this from being a very, very chaotic accident? Okay, it looks at safety for me as a driver, in consideration of safety of other road users. Okay, we look at VIP chauffeur and etiquette training. This training is basically given to an individual that is going to be working for or driving the highly profile people. The more advanced courses we offer mechanics and vehicle maintenance. We offer fleet management. If you have a company and you do distribution, for example, we can train you on how you can manage your different fleet. Yes, sir.
Now specify for us the types of vehicles that you train.
As Prestige Driving School, we are licensed to train Class A1. Class A1 is for the scooters. We go to Class A. Class A is for the boda, the motorcycle. Yes. Then Class B basically is for the saloon cars, audio purpose vehicles, the likes of VT, the Spacio, the ones that do not carry more than 8 people. Then we go to Class C. Class C is the vehicles that have wheels that are limited to 10 wheels. Okay. Then we have C1, which are basically the types of Fuso. We also train CE. CE is for the big trailers, heavy good vehicles, and also D1, which is the taxis. Lastly, we also do training on plant machinery. For example, the graders, the forklifts, etc.
Apart from behind the wheel training, do you have theory classes whereby you take your learners or students in classrooms and teach them theory of how to drive?
Okay. Yes, we do. We offer theory classes to all our students. But as we stand, or where we standing as Prestige, as our slogan says, professional, affordable, and safety. Now, when we look at the attribute of safety, we offer the theory classes free of charge. What does this mean? It means that whether you are a client to Prestige or you're not a client to Prestige, you can still come and attend our theory classes. Why? We have a vision of being the benchmark offering driving solutions globally and locally. So these theory classes are free of charge to anyone outside there so that we can guarantee safety of all road users. So in whatever place that you are at, when you get time on a Saturday, visit any of our branches and attend these theory classes.
What are the qualifications that one needs in order to enroll into your driving school?
The qualifications for anyone to join our driving school: number 1, you should be 18 years and above. Number 2, you should be having a national ID if you're a Ugandan citizen. When you look at our friends, the refugees, you should be having refugee cards. And then the foreigners, they should be having either a work permit, a student's visa, a dependent pass. With this, we can also assure you that we can process for you the permit with these required documents.
On average, how many drivers do you produce annually?
Annually, we produce over 200,000 students. 200,000
That's
students.
quite a big number.
Yes.
What are the advantages if a person comes and learns driving in your school? What are the advantages?
The advantages for anyone coming to our driving school is that, number one, our instructors are well trained. They are qualified instructors. These are people that go through thorough training. Not only do they go through thorough training, but they are also qualified and passed by the Uganda Vocational and Training Authority Board. Meaning they not only look at teaching someone how to drive, but they got the full qualification. Number two, we offer a range of different courses. For example, outside of what I mentioned, we also offer basic mechanics. Basic mechanics is also free of charge. And also we offer first aid training. What do you do as a driver in case of a small accident? And we offer certificates in defensive driving, fresh learners driving, and so much more.
What makes you unique as Prestige Driving School from other driving schools in Uganda?
Prestige Driving School is the benchmark of all other driving schools. Prestige Driving School is the only ISO certified driving school in Uganda.
ISO?
Yes.
What is ISO?
ISO is the International Standardization for Organizations. So this is a training, more of the most recognized practices a company or organization can have. We have gone through the training of ISO 45001, which is the occupational health and safety. We have gone through the ISO 9001, which is quality management system certification, and so much more. And Prestige Driving School is also affiliated with UVTAB, Uganda Vocational and Technical Authority Board. It's also affiliated with IIRSM, International Institute for Risk and System Management. Yes, sir.
Can you take us through the fees structure?
The fee structure. I'll look at a package where we train someone how to drive as a process for them a permit. Most people out there think I can do these things separately. But to us as a driving school, we offer them as a full package. So in this full package is at 736,500.
For the fresh learners?
Yes, for the fresh learner. We train you how to drive as you process for your permit that is valid for 5 years. And part of your training, we train you how to drive both transmissions.
So you mean the fresh learners, the full package, you charge 700,000?
Yes, sir.
You teach a person how to drive,
Yes, sir.
and then on that very amount, you process for him or her a driving permit?
Yes, sir. So we process for your permit as we train you how to drive. We train you on both transmissions. The cars that we see on the road, it's either an automatic or a manual. Our clients are trained on both transmissions. And at the end of this entire course, once you've gone through our school, we offer you a recommendation and also a certificate. Yes.
Take us through the procedure if one wants to own a permit.
In Uganda, if anyone wants to own a permit, they should be attached to a driving school. The procedure of getting a permit, you need to get a learner's permit. And how to get this learner's permit is you need to be attached to a driving school that will represent you to the government. Once you get the learner's permit, you give it 30 days to mature. So ideally within these 30 days is when we do the training. because as procedure given by the regulatory bodies, get a learner's permit, give it 30 days to mature. After the 30 days, you go for a test. So within those 30 days, as you are giving the learner's permit to mature, we are doing the training. Once the training is done, we therefore present you to the IOV. Now the IOV is the officer that is going to really check, is this person really competent enough to be on the road? Are they qualified? Are we giving this person a permit? Do they understand the road traffic rules and regulations? If I show them this chart, can they be able to interpret road signs? Do they understand if I'm in the car, how do I operate this vehicle? So that is basically the entire process. And with our students, we train you for this. And we not only look at you passing the tests, we look beyond that. We look at ensuring that we are playing our part as a driving school to reduce on the number of accidents that we are having in Uganda.
Have you had students that have failed the IOV tests?
Yes. This is due to a number of factors. You find the person is not well conversed with the IOV setting. It can also be because of nervousness, which is a very, very common factor with most people. However, we do not end there. Once our client has gone through the IOV and they've not met the required marks, we call them back for a retraining. We offer the training free of charge. We need to understand where is our client not understanding what is the issue. Once we understand the issue, we find a solution to it. Yes.
You have told us the school fee structure for the fresh learners, but then you have not told us the school fee structure for the intermediate and the advanced learners.
Okay. The intermediate courses, I'll pick permit processing. Permit processing, ideally, remember, is a person who has been driving, but illegally. So we help this person process a permit. You can either choose a 5-year permit or a 3-year permit. And for a 5-year permit, it's 570-500. And for a 3-year permit, is at 470-500. More to this, a person that wants to renew, the permit expired, they are categorized into two, where we have the normal renewal and the elapsed renewal. The normal renewal is the likes of my permit expired last week, it expired 2 months ago, it expired 3 weeks ago. That's considered as a normal renewal. You just pay money, 361, we process for a renewal 5 years, or 261 process for a renewal for 3 years. Crossing over to the elapsed renewals, this is a permit that has not been renewed for over 2 years. Now, it is required by law, by government, that before your permit is renewed, the government doesn't know if you've been driving in those 2 years the permit has been inactive. So you are required to be presented to the IOV one more time to assess, do you still remember these things? Do you still remember how to be a competent driver? So, how to have this renewed? When you make payments, we present you to the IOV. However, if one is not ready, we still do offer a learning course. We do offer the theory so that we prepare them for the IOV. Yes, sir.
What are some of the problems that driving schools face in Uganda?
Some of the challenges, number one, we look at quick depreciation of assets in a way that you're getting someone who has never driven before. You're putting them in a vehicle or machine to operate. They can either knock or they can damage something. And you know, when it comes to a car, the more damages it gets, the more depreciation it causes. However, us at Prestige, we ensure that this person is taken from this level to the next level. You're taken from not knowing how to drive to the point that you can operate a vehicle with confidence, with so much zeal and passion and understanding what am I supposed to do as a driver. Number two is lack of standardization for driving schools, for driving school industries. In Uganda, we do not have a standard that we driving schools have to follow.
You don't have even the curriculum a standard curriculum that you follow as you teach your students?
These are things that are offered by the Ministry of Works and other regulatory bodies. But when I mean standardization is that if I want to start up a driving school, what are the qualities, what are the qualifications I must have before I start up a driving school? So you find that most of these processes, the procedures, are left to the driving school owners to be created by themselves. Ideally, with Prestige, we put in so much effort to see that we are getting quality students, to see that we are training students and providing them with the best quality education, which another driving school may not be able to do. And then lastly, we look at lack of appreciation and ignorance to the importance of driving school. Most people don't see driving schools as much of an importance. Ideally, they can go and learn with a friend or a brother. So that lack of appreciation and ignorance is also part of some of the challenges we face as a driving school.
What can be done to improve road safety measures in Uganda?
The solution to road safety must begin with change of mindset. We are at a point where driving in Uganda is treated as a self-taught skill, and yet it should be treated as a profession like any other profession in Uganda. So before I get into a driving school or before I get into that car to drive, I should ask myself these three questions. Number one, am I qualified to be driving? Number two, am I in the right state of mind to operate this vehicle? Number three, am I in the right state to be in consideration with the other road users? Once you are able to answer these questions by yourself, honestly, it would help us very, very much to reduce on the accidents within the country.
What are the major causes of accidents?
80 to 90% of these accidents are caused due to human errors.
Human errors?
Yes.
Elaborate.
Human errors, we are looking at distracted drivers, for example. I'm busy driving, but I'm reaching out to change a radio station. I'm driving, something has fallen down in the car, I'm bending down to pick it. Forgetting that this vehicle is still operating, forgetting that there are other people on the road that you're supposed to be very, very much alert about. Number two, we look at the drunk drivers. Okay? We look at the reckless drivers. We look at having drivers that are unqualified. Basically, with human errors, we look at the judgment of a person, the decision a person makes, and the actions. But if we are in the right state of mind, we would avoid these distractions. We would avoid the unnecessary things and know that I'm operating this machine, so I need to be in the right state of mind. The other factors you can look at that cause road accidents are the environmental factors, which some of them are out of our control, and also having a vehicle that is not roadworthy, a vehicle that is poorly maintained. You're still forcing it to be on the road, forgetting that you're not the only road user on the road. Yes.
Then I think one of the causes that I want you to put much emphasis on as a driving school is about the inadequate drivers. Inadequate drivers that are produced as a result of unqualified instructors. We have some drivers on the roads and they're inadequate, and yet they were taught by the unqualified instructors. So I think it's one of the causes of accidents.
Yes. Like earlier mentioned, most people think driving is a self-taught skill. Just because I know how to drive and then you come to me for knowledge, I'll definitely share you that knowledge. But that does not make me an instructor. Being an instructor looks at going through thorough training. It looks at being qualified to pass on this knowledge that I have to someone else. And with our instructors per se, they are tested by the IOV. Once they are tested by the IOV that they are qualified, they are certified by the UVTAB and Ministry of Works. They are given licenses. This is your instructor's license that proves you have gone through thorough training and you are capable, competent, and you have been certified to pass on the driving knowledge onto someone else. Yes.
Then you look into that camera and invite drivers to go to your different branches, because you told me you have a package that you deliver every Saturday. You give theory free of charge to help drivers at least to be competent on the road. So look into the camera and invite drivers to come and enjoy that package that you have as Prestige Driving School.
Thank you. For every single viewer and person outside there, whether you're a Prestige client, whether you're not attached to Prestige Driving School, let us join together and make our country safe. Prestige is offering free theory classes every Saturday in all our branches. We have branches in all the 4 regions of the country. In the northern branch, the northern region, you can find us in Arua. You can find us in Lira. You can find us in Gulu, next to Equity Bank. In the central region, we have over 25 branches. Along Entebbe Road, we have one in Bugolobi. In the eastern region, we have a branch in Soroti, next to Equity Bank. We have a branch in Imbali. And in the western region, we have a branch in Hoima and Bulisa. This information, the training that we give, it's not to help us as a driving school, but it is to ensure that we are safeguarding and protecting you as an individual, we're protecting me as an individual, we're protecting our children, so that we have the best driving safety solutions for the entire country at large. Thank you.
Now, some driving schools use unqualified instructors. And some of those instructors, they don't even have licenses. I want us to help our viewer understand, do an instructor need a license apart from a driving permit? Do they also need licenses in order to operate in driving schools?
Definitely. Having so much experience in driving is different from passing it to someone else. I may have learned from my friend, and there are a lot of aspects, there are a lot of things about driving that he wasn't able to tackle. But every instructor there needs a license. And how do you go about this? How do you get a license? Number one, you need to be qualified, like I mentioned. Okay? So, with our drivers, with our instructors, they are tested. We do not just get drivers and send them to the branches to start training clients. We collect them, train them, and then we present them to the IOV. Once the IOV tests them and finds them they are qualified, they have gone through the training, they understand the basics of driving, they understand the aspect that knowing how to drive and having so much experience is not the same thing as passing this information to another person. You're going to pass it to another person, that person will pass it to another person, like that. So you have a chain. So once they have been tested by the IOV and they have gone through, they are then certified and awarded licenses by Ministry of Works and also Uganda Vocational and Training Association Board.
Okay, take us through the different locations of your branches. You like what you said earlier, that you have branches in the 4 regions of Uganda. So take us through those locations
Okay.
where our viewers can locate your branches and access these wonderful services.
Thank you. In the northern region, we have branches in the major cities. In Gulu, we are located along Acholi Road after Stanbic Bank. In Lira, we are located next to Total petrol station. In Arua, we are located next to Equity Bank. Then when you go to the eastern region, we have a branch in Soroti next to Equity Bank, and Mbale also. Mbale is located along Tororo Road as you're approaching Joy Secondary School. When we go to the western region, we do have a branch in Bulisa. We have a branch in Hoima. It is located on Bunyoro Kitara Plaza next to Stanbic Bank. And then when we come to the central, we have over 25 branches that are flexible, that are very great in someone can be able to reach at their convenience. We have branches along the Entebbe Road. We have in Entebbe Chitoro. We have in Abaita next to the market. We have in Kajansi next to Gas Petrol Station. We have in Zana next to Shell Petrol Station.
So in other words, on Entebbe Road, you have 4 branches.
We have 4 branches.
Kajansi.
We have Abaita, Entebbe Chitoro. We have Kajansi branch and Zana branch.
So people around Entebbe Road, you can visit those branches of Prestige Driving School and enjoy their wonderful services. Go ahead.
The other branches that we have, people from the other side, we have branches in Chengera. We have a branch in Chengera, it's right next to Total Petrol Station. We have a branch in Natete. We have a branch in Nansana, Nansana Kumastoa. We have a branch in Boise right next to Dr. Lubega's clinic. We have a branch in Kawempe next to Equity Bank. We do have a branch in King Fahad, the center of the city, the heart of the city, City Square. We do have a branch in Kamocha, opposite former Kobil, right now we call Rubies. We do have a branch in Ntinda on Trade Mall, next to opposite former Crane Bank. And for our people staying in Bulindo, Mulawa, we have a branch in Chira on right Mikisa Mall. We have a branch in Charlie Wajala. We do have a branch in Chitintale. We have a branch along Ginger Road. We have one in Chireka, next to Equity Bank, opposite Shell. We have one in Boyogerere. We have a branch in Seta. We have a branch in Mukono. So when you notice our branches, they are located on the main streets of these areas, the major cities basically of the entire country, and so many other more. Our head office is located in Bugolobe.
What about Luwero?
Luwero, we do have a branch in Luwero, and also Masaka, right on Kayondo Plaza.
What about Western Uganda? You have not mentioned.
We mentioned
Western
Hoima
Uganda.
and Bulisa. Yes.
Oh. So in all these branches, all the branches in the 4 regions, you train different types of vehicles, like what you mentioned earlier?
Yes.
The trucks, the cars.
The advanced courses can be accessed at convenience, but for the fresher drivers course, it is in all branches, both the fresher, the beginner courses, and the intermediate courses. in all our branches all over the country. For the advanced courses, these are practiced or done more of at conveniency. But for anyone who wants the advanced courses, you can visit our head office.
Okay. Okay. Now, apart from the fresh learners and the advanced, you talked about the intermediate. Now, in the intermediate, you told us how much do you charge when a person wants to come for the intermediate course?
Okay. The intermediate course, there are 3 to 4 things that we do, to 4 courses. The first one is permit processing. Permit processing, the likes of, I know how to drive, but I don't have a permit. So we can process for a permit valid for 5 years at 570, and then a permit valid for 3 years at 370,000.
370.
470, sorry, yes, 470,000. Then we go to the likes of, I want to renew my permit, it expired. Do you want to renew it in 5 years or 3 years? If it's 5 years, it's 361,500, and then for 3 years, it's 261,500. Then the people outside there, you have a goal of getting a taxi or driving a taxi. You want to drive a trailer. You want to drive a boda. What we do, if you already have a permit, we call this class extension. We process for you this class to be added to your permit, so that you are allowed not only to drive one type of vehicle, but to drive multiple vehicles.
Do you have border riders coming to your driving school?
Most definitely. We do have border riders that come to process permits, Class A, but we do call upon the others as
Actually,
well.
you look at that camera
Yes.
and call upon the border riders
Yes,
to come for the training for driving.
Border riders outside there, if you don't have a permit, let us safeguard our lives. Go through the right means of getting a permit. Riding a border makes you vulnerable to accidents. You are the body of the machinery that you're driving. So going through a driving school, we are going to train you and understand what is required of you as a road user, what is required of you as a border. Because most of them think, or some of the people outside there think, the traffic rules, the traffic roads, the traffic signs, the road signs and regulations are only attached to the drivers who are driving cars. But all these things are basically for every road user. If you're just a pedestrian, a cyclist, a motorist, and if you're operating any of these vehicles, this information is really, really important.
Because the narrative out there is that you don't need a permit in order to ride the border. You don't need a permit. So that's why people need to know that they need permits. Border riders needs permits. So the other package that you offer for free on Saturdays, does it also include the border riders?
Every single person in Uganda. I may not be having a car, I may not be having a border, but I'm using the road. I'm a pedestrian. Meaning, as a pedestrian, I should also have knowledge on the road different signs that I find. If I find the traffic lights are red, what do I do as a pedestrian? So we need to shift and change the mindset of this thing is only attached to them. It's not attached to me. I don't own a car, so why do I need to go to a driving school to learn this knowledge? You're not learning this knowledge for just your own good. We are learning this knowledge, we are equipping you with this knowledge so that we safeguard every single person in the country. Imagine you have children and you're giving them to a driver who got a permit in the other ways, or they used the back door, would you trust them with your children? Ask yourself that question. And if you have the right answer, and if you feel honest with your answer, then do the right thing. Go to a driving school, get this knowledge free of charge. Understand what is needed of me as a driver, what is needed of me as a motorcycle driver, what is needed of me as a pedestrian. Yes.
What does it take? How much do you charge if a person wants to get, if a border rider wants to get a driving permit?
A border rider, if you want to get a permit, we also offer the training at 636 500. We train you how to ride a motorcycle and process for you a permit. Then if you have knowledge on how to drive, at 370, we process for you a permit. But as Prestige Driving School, anyone there that knows how to ride or drive, and they say they've been on the road for a number of times, we still encourage them to come for the theory classes. Who is a driver when you only know practical but you cannot interpret a road sign? So we offer this free of charge. Free of charge. Yeah.
Have you, because of your experience, have you tried to produce maybe brochures of booklets that can help the drivers maybe about understanding the road signs? As a school, have you produced such either brochures or booklets?
We do have a booklet that is issued by government. It's not for sale. Like I mentioned, any knowledge to do with theory, it is free of charge. We have a highway code booklet which we provide to anyone there. Not only do you come for the classes to learn how to interpret road signs and understand road traffic rules and regulations, but we also give you a booklet, highway code booklet, so that you can be reading through, understand the different aspects and things you find on the road.
Is it translated into our local languages?
Yes. We have the one in English and we have the one in Luganda.
Okay. Now call upon the drivers, maybe if they have never seen these booklets or manuals, that they can come to your different branches to pick them for free of charge, to help them be safe on the road.
Any driver there who wants to equip themselves with the theoretical knowledge, the road signs, the road markings, every single aspect about driving, please visit any of our branches on a Saturday, attend a theory class, and from this they can share you a soft copy of that booklet. Yeah, we don't own the booklet. Yes, as a driving school, we don't own it, so it is free of charge. Yes, thank you.
Some complaints about, in quotes, about some driving schools. Some people have been complaining about maybe some instructors. Some of them are dismissive, rude, and unhelpful, and that creates a negative learning environment to the student. So, tell us, how are your instructors?
Our instructors are trained. They are not only trained about passing the knowledge to another person, but they also go through customer care training. How do you handle a client? How do you handle a student? As an instructor, it is your responsibility to create a positive learning environment for the student. It is your responsibility to ensure that this client or the student gets the passion of driving so that it is more enjoyable. So we take our instructors through induction. There is an induction process and training process. How to handle a client, how to deliver exceptional customer service.
Do you have some packages whereby if I come into your school and maybe I don't have this 700,000 for the fresh learners, can you teach me and then you process a permit for me and you give it to me and maybe I pay in installments? Do you have such packages?
Oh yes, with all our packages, anyone there can pay in installments. However small it is, we start from that. You can pay whichever package you choose. You say, I want to go for this package, you can pay it in installments. Take on the services as you pay slowly. Yes. And most of these packages are discounted.
Discounted.
Yes, they're discounted.
They're discounted compared to what?
From the previous prices that we had. So anyone that would want a discount, visit the branch as soon as possible. Get your discount. And this discount you can pay in installments. Yes.
Because some of our viewers may be worried that according to the cost of maybe the fresh learner, you told us that they have to pay 700,000. That is teaching them how to drive and then processing a permit and then the learner's permit. Maybe they are wondering that I don't have the 700,000 in cash, but again you need to give them assurance that you can begin with what you have. Maybe 50 or 100, you tell.
With our clients, our packages are number one discounted, and you can pay slowly. You can start with as low as 50,000. You can start with as low as 150, whichever amount that you have. Please come and join Prestige Driving School at affordable prices. Thank you.
So for the fresh learners, you have to learn every day. So every day they have to come and they have to learn. So is it a process of learning every day, or you choose days according to your schedule?
It is a process of learning every day. However, we do understand some of our clients are working, they have other commitments, so they are not able to come for the classes on a daily basis. But our schedules are designed in a way that they are flexible and are able to meet each and every particular client's time. So if you don't make it on a particular day, you still find your class waiting for you. You don't say, no, you've not come, you're going to cancel it. You come, continue from where you stopped at your own convenience. Yes.
You told us that you train VIP,
Yes.
VIP drivers. What are some of the companies that you have trained their VIP drivers?
We have worked with UBL, we have worked with Total Energies, and the VIP chauffeur and etiquette looks at training someone on how to handle the high profile people. So we take you through under this training to ensure that you have the right qualifications, to ensure that you are equipped with the best practices on how to handle these high profile
Do you
people.
train drivers who are going for international jobs? Do you do that?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do train. If you have a job in international countries, we do train you. We have a number of them come for the trailer training, which we do offer. The training runs for an entire month before you set off, so that by the time you get there, you're very well equipped with it. And also we can help someone process an international permit. Yes. Outside of the permit that is in Uganda, there is an international permit that allows you to drive in borders outside of Uganda. Yes, sir.
So as we try to wind up I want us to remind our viewers the location of your branches.
Okay. In the central,
In the central and other parts.
so in the central, we have a branch is in Bukolobi. Our head office is located in Bukolobi. We have a branch in Chitintale on HW Mall. We have a branch in Chireka, right opposite to Shell petrol station. We have a branch along Ginger Road in Boyogerere. We have a branch in Seta, opposite to Total. We have a branch in Mukono. It is next to Bata, opposite Bank of Africa. We do have a branch in King Fahad Plaza, that's City Square. We have a branch in Kabalagala, right opposite the Kabalagala Market. We have a branch in Ivory Mall, Bunga. We have a branch in Munyonyo. We have a branch along Entebbe Road. Entebbe Road, we have a branch in Zana next to Shell petrol station. We have a branch in Kajansi next to opposite to Gas petrol station. We have a branch in Abaita around Abaita Market. We have a branch in Entebbe Chitoro, and so many more in the central. In the northern region, we have branches in Arua, we have in Lira, we have in Gulu. On the main street of these major cities, in the eastern region, we have a branch in Soroti next to Equity Bank. We have a branch in Imbale along Tororo Road as you approach Joy Secondary School. In the western region, we have a branch in Bulisa. We have a branch in Hoima. It's located on Bunyoro Kitara Plaza, right behind Stanbic Bank. We do have a branch in Luwero. We have a branch in Masaka on Kayondo Plaza, and so many more other branches.
We want to thank Prestige Driving School. Thank you for being on the show, Business Insights. It has been an honor and privilege having you on the show. And we want to remind our viewers that go and visit all these branches of Prestige Driving School. According to the way they have explained to us, they are more experienced in producing drivers that will make driving professional. So don't forget to join me every Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. Same station, same time, 7 to 8 p.m. Bye-bye for now.